And we're live. Greetings, friends. Welcome to Free Roam Fridays. On Fridays, we free roam. J-Lash with the thumbs ups. Appreciate you, J-Lash. Thanks for being here as always. O-Dog says, greetings all. To the background I go. Football time. And Miko says, hello, Superantonio, Sadie, mods, and everyone. Just passing through again. Have a good stream. And belated happy birthday to Serena. You all take care now. You take care as well, Miko. I've been abandoned by my mods. 7 viewers in the chat. What's that about? I'm just kidding. I'm teasing you, O-Dog. You know I love you. Trent has some beer stein emoticons. You enjoy your Friday, Trent. And Godspeed, you magnificent bastard. O-Dog has some herptile emoticons for Miko. O-Dog did not abandon me. We're doing Horseman 3, I believe. This is a Saint Denis related stream. Not 3, 4 or 5. The one where we have to run to Saint Denis. I should note, I do not. How is everyone? How's your weekend going? We made it to Friday. I hope you have plans. Hope you are enjoying your Friday so far. And I'm glad you really appreciate you spending a little time with me and Sadie. O-Dog says, just in from beach trip, wore out. Well, that's a good feeling, O-Dog, I believe. And I assume you were there with your lady friend. So, to my mind, it was a productive day. Well done, O-Dog. Very inconvenient, this train being here. And we're on Buell. I know you guys like Buell. 9 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Appreciate you. You know, I started watching this old TV series. Well, it's not old. It's 2012, so it's kind of old. Called Elementary, which is a modern retelling of Sherlock Holmes with a Lady Watson, and it's set in New York. And it's Watson is played by Lucy Liu, who I love. You may remember her as Oren Ishii from Kill Bill, or she was also in Charlie's Angels is one of the angels. I don't remember who, but I've always loved her. I've loved her my whole life, and I love her as Watson. You would think that I would be upset with a race swap and a gender swap for Watson, but she works perfectly. And I highly recommend it. I've been really enjoying. I'm like halfway through season 1, and there's a bunch of seasons, so I'm looking forward to spending some time with Sherlock Holmes and Lucy Liu. Sherlock is played by Johnny Lee Miller. He was in a movie called Train Spotting that I always loved, and he was married to Angelina Jolie for a couple minutes back in the 90s. O-Dog says, was able to get biscuit with the photographer trick. Well done, O-Dog. Very easily. That's the best and easiest method. And as far as I know, O-Dog these days, the only method. Apart from using a mod. O-Dog says, did you ever start Andor? Such strong dialogue and an Academy Award winner. I would need to get Disney Plus, O-Dog, because I don't find content online. It has to be, it has to be free or available. It has to be available legitimately for me to watch it. But I'll get around to it, O-Dog. There's other things on Disney I do want to watch. And I think Hulu is bundled with Disney these days. And there's a series on Hulu that I really want to watch called What We Do in the Shadows. It's about vampires, but it's funny. So yeah, I'll get around to it with your recommendation, of course. Keeping Sadie busy here with my jar of potent canine bait. Odog says it is bundled. Yeah, I like bundles. And off to Santony we go. We slow down because Mr. White and Mr. Black. Cloudy says, howdy y'all. Greetings, Cloudy. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, I was watching Elementary before this stream, actually. Odog has some Cloudy emoticons for Cloudy. Odog, you can play you can play Steve Madden. You don't have to participate in the chat. I was teasing you. I know you would never abandon me, and I appreciate you being here, but you know, I want everyone to just play their video games in the background while I just ramble on and talk about, I don't know, TV and life and movies. Cloudy says, I was going to watch the first episode of season 2 of The Boys, but saw you were live, LOL. Are you enjoying The Boys, Cloudy? I kind of, you know, it's very uneven, I believe, The Boys. I love the violence. I love the cartoon aspect of the violence, how over the top it is. I like Bill the Butcher.
Hey, friend.
I like his accent. It gets a little too current day for me. I mean, it's just injected with like all the current day politics. But there's a character, her name is Stormfront, and I believe she debuts in Stormfront The Boys in season 2. And she's one of my favorite. Oh, she comes out in season 3, I believe. Yeah. So keep going, because I like Stormfront. She's funny. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about The Boys, but I'm all caught up with the seasons. Well, you know, I didn't finish the latest season because it's gotten super gay, which is fine, I guess, but you know, it's like I'm really not interested in seeing. I mean, it's like there's a whole bunch of male nudity, and it's just not balanced with female nudity. And if it was like Game of Thrones, where there's like plenty of boobies too, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can tolerate it, but I just feel it's not for me anymore, or for a viewer like me.
What life is, not what life could be, but what it is.
And when I say gay, super gay, I mean like hard R rated gay acts in full view. You know, I had to turn Sadie's head away from the TV because I was so embarrassed. Odog says, is this the Bad Honor playthrough? It is not, Odog. You can tell by Arthur's hat. Cloudy says, I watched all 3 of the Guardians of the Galaxy films. Don't know why it took me so long to watch. And yes, I've been enjoying the Boys show. Not the superhero show I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's one of those postmodern shows, Cloudy. And what did you think of number 3? I've only seen the first 2. I don't really watch Marvel after Disney got their hands on it.
This is Chelonia, The one true
But
American's
if I
religion.
get Disney
The one
Plus,
true
then I guess I
Bible
could
that
watch
was
it.
handed down 100 years ago, this year, to our prophet from above.
Here's the Chelonian. He's kind of wearing a Colonel Sanders suit. Now I want fried chicken.
Hear the truth and rejoice, for you are saved and already
I had
in
pizza
paradise.
salad for lunch,
If
which was
only you
fine.
had the wisdom to understand.
Odog says, I've been watching Tulsa King
Chelonia,
and Fright Night
America, they are the
and the
same
Fight Night $1
thing.
Million
If
Heist.
savages could prosper here, how much
I
better
saw a
shall
trailer for
white
Fight
man
Night
do
$1 Million
in this
Heist,
sacred
and I've heard a lot of
place?
good things about Tulsa King.
No
You know I love
kings.
Stallone
We are
and
all
all things
kings.
80s.
Our prophet told us this
Odog says, on Paramount
100 years
and
ago.
Peacock.
I'm told the savages are giving businesses a terrible time.
Stallone is in fantastic shape for his age, and he's got to be in the high 70s,
There you are.
Us pray
approaching
together
80.
and give thanks
Um,
to our redemption.
Even with all the Botox and the plastic surgery that I assume he's had, still in great shape. Arnold is not, Arnold allowed himself to age naturally, which is fine as well, but still. Benz is here. Benz Trends says, hello everyone's greetings, Benz. How are you? Happy Friday.
Good evening, sir. Howdy.
Cloudy says, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was amazing. Lots of good soundtracks from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Guardians 2, the opening sequence with young Groot and that ELO song, Mr. I really enjoyed that. It's one of my favorite sequences.
Hi there.
Evening to you, mister.
I love when Groot waves to Nebula. Well, Nebula tells him to get out of the way, and Groot waves at her. So Nebula has to stop fighting to say hi. It's very charming.
Someone there? Do you have anything?
Cloudy says,
Blind man?
there are some sad parts that made me cry like a baby. Well, that's how you know it's a good movie,
Do
Cloudy,
you have
when it
anything you can
appeals to
spare
your
for a
emotions.
blind man?
Odok says, sup, Benz.
Thank you, sir.
And Ben says, it's been
Truly,
quite a while,
thank you.
but I'm all right, living it up.
To me.
And Ben says, sup, Odog. And they've got fist bumps for each other.
Please, there's someone here. Alms for the blind.
Really wish we could go in here.
Hello?
First playthrough, I naively assumed that we could break into all of these buildings. Little did I know that there's just voids of black emptiness behind these doors. They're merely facades. Cloudy says howdy to Benz. I do love the signage in Saint Denis, especially the Saint Denis Tribune.
Hey, mister.
Neon hasn't been invented
evening,
yet,
mister.
but you get a lot of just that harsh white electric light. Along with the yellow glow of gaslight. And I love this chair. Why can't we pick up this chair? I want that chair in life. And also this tray. This tray would be nice. Look at all this random stuff. This sideboard here. This little... I'm always interested in furniture that's abandoned on the street. I would say 25% of my house is decorated with furniture I found on the street, including this chair here. Sadie's chair. She's under the desk right now.
Señor.
How do you do, sir?
A piano store.
Saludos.
Gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello, officer.
Hello, mister.
Hey, folks.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Mais bonjour.
Ben says, I've returned to Red Dead Redemption 2, and I've been role-playing recently, just walking around Saint Denis, going into some shops, getting a drink at the bar, and having to sadly reject the saloon girls. Yes, there's no prompt to say yes, regrettably, because this is not Grand Theft Auto 5. All we can do is dream. But you know, those are some scary looking saloon girls in Saint Denis. Don't be deceived by their French accent and continental ways. Go into first person and take a look at him, and you would be happy to reject him.
Stay still or you're dead.
Let's just all
He's some of the country girls that you get in Strawberry or Valentine.
advance on 'em.
Yeah, Serena was talking about how she missed playing, and I was like, and she was too weak and tired to play, and I told her just to like log onto the game and just hang out, walk around. Odog says, I noticed, Benz. Yes, you did. This trolley does not go to Tahiti. It goes nowhere. Ben says, the Van Horn bath lady scares me. If I was Arthur, I would hide under the water. Yes, she's a very handsome lady. If you know what I mean. Big hands. Van Horn bath lady. I'm surprised that more people don't like talk about the diversity and inclusion of having her in the game. You would think that it would be a selling point for modern audiences, but everyone's forgotten about her. Well, we haven't forgotten about her, but the rest of the world, regrettably, has passed us by. What's that about? Ben says she kind of reminds me of Willem Dafoe in that one part of Boondock Saints. Yeah, yeah. It's funny because Willem Dafoe, you know, I love his features. It's like, you know, that chiseled Green Goblin. You know, it's like he's not what I would call handsome, but he's very striking and you know, kind of like Lee Van Cleef, or you know, he's got very striking, very interesting features. If I were a photographer or a painter, I would definitely want to photograph or paint him. Cloudy says, I need to get back into Red Dead 2. I haven't played in a month. Norak says, any ideas for a Halloween video? I believe we're just going to do another playthrough of Undead Nightmare. Oh, dog. Cloudy says, I've been playing a lot of PS2 games. For example, Cloudy. Also, yeah, that's all I have planned on Undead Nightmare. Undead Nightmare playing time. I should know. 7 hours. This is a tiny DLC. Odog says, I miss my PS1 game Wing Commander with Mark Hamill. I bet you could play it off PlayStation Now. They've got all those games are usually available upscaled to PS4 or 5. Odog is Team PS5, as I recall. Can we revive this horse? This poor little guy. Oh, I'm sorry, Arthur. No worries. That horse is only sleeping. And I think we were hanging out Angelo Bronte, seeing if we could get a guy to drop an M1899. Ben says, my John has been quite the Casanova in Saint Denis. Don't tell Abigail. Sharpest dressed man in the saloon and happily rejects the women. At least he's loyal. And Cloudy says, I've been playing on a PS2 emulator. Sounds good, Cloudy. Sounds like you are a PC gamer. Are you Team PC?
Hey, officer.
Hey, officer.
Thank you for keeping us all safe, sir.
Really wish we could go in the Jade Dragon. I've said that many times. I really wish we could order something from in there.
Hey, partner. Madam?
Hello.
Odog also asked on PC, Cloudy.
Trying to move out of San Diego over a year now.
Yeah, good girl.
Money to leave.
And Cloudy is indeed Team PC. What's your rig like, Cloudy? If you don't mind me asking, how much did you spend on it? Is it one of those $10,000 rigs?
Hi there, folks.
I've heard that sky's the limit with PC gamers in terms of how much you can spend.
Howdy, fellas.
Cloudy says it's called PCX2.
Get a load of this rube.
Yeah, you might have an accident coming your way.
And now we are off to deal with a vampire, which we will find in this alley.
Howdy. Hello.
Cloudy says, "Oh God, no! I spent around $600." Yeah, I see PC rigs sometimes online. You know, like PC builds. I watch them sometimes. I have no interest, but yeah, I've seen some really expensive ones, water cooled. You know, Ben says, "I've been loving playing Fallout New Vegas. Have about 6 playthroughs. Love to roleplay on there. I always pay a visit to a woman named Red Lucy, who sends me to some dangerous places. But she's cute." Well, I understand that. Red Lucy, Fallout New Vegas. Let's see what she... Oh, she is cute. I like her hair. I do like those little pixie cut girls.
This is very kind of you.
But, you know, it's post-apocalypse, and she lives up, you know, and she's an upworlder. So, one, I would be worried about hygiene. And two, well, she's cute. Papa One is here. Everyone say hi to Papa One. Papa One says, "Hey everyone," and also Mama One is here. Greetings, Mama One. Happy Friday to you. On Fridays we free roam. Cloudy asked Benz, "Have you ever played Fallout 76?" And Ben's replies, Fallout 76 has played me. I don't know. I just made that up, Ben's. I forgive me for putting words in your mouth. Odog says hi to Mama and Papa 1. Cloudy says, by the way, I play on PlayStation as well, but recently I've been playing more on PC. And Cloudy also says howdy to Papa 1 and Mama 1. Mama 1 and Papa 1, I'm glad you got a chance to talk with our dear Serena. I'm sad that she isn't feeling well, but I am of course optimistic in her recovery. I mean, you have to be. And I wish her all the best, and I know you do as well. But I'm glad you got a chance to talk to her. I think our support, and your support especially, means a lot to her.
Uh-oh, mister.
Papa 1 and Mama 1 say, hey, Cloudy, hey, O-Dog. Hey, Mama 1, what's for dinner? Ben says, my friend is a huge 76er, but I haven't played it. I prefer the older Bethesda games, a la Fallout 3 and New Vegas. 14 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Appreciate you being here. Come back up. Sadie's under the desk. And say hi to Mama 1 and Papa 1 and Cloudy and Ben's and O-Dog if you haven't said hello to them. And tell everyone to like and subscribe. And happy Friday. And on Fridays we free roam. She's very tired. She had a long day. Mama 1 says it was great to have her back for her stream. Yes, it was. And hopefully we'll be seeing more of her as she recovers.
Nice people around here. Morning to you.
O-Dog has a bunch of doggy emoticons for you. Did you see him? Look how sad she is. All this potent canine bait that I won't let her have. I'm so mean. I'm cruel. I'm cruel to her.
Pardon me.
Mom once says, we had homemade elk cheeseburgers using Amish-made cheese, homemade fries, and homemade chocolate shakes. Wow. That sounds delicious. I want a cheeseburger. Ben says Red Lucy also has a sultry voice. At the end of her quest, she becomes a romance option, and she gives you an awesome pump shotgun named Dinner Bell.
Didn't bother to scrub the blood out of the floorboards, though.
Nice, Benz. Is it an R-rated game? A Rockstar game, if you know what I mean. I did see a Reddit thread on Red Lucy that seemed to have some fan art. If you know what I mean. This might be a Strange Man reference. Dead Hornet Gaming says, I think I found the vampire once. We're going to find the vampire tonight. And there is your Undead Nightmare reference. The Jade Mask. What's that about?
Morning, mister.
Mama once says, I used the last of our elk, so we have to get more. Well, there's a bunch of elk at
Okay, then.
Cattail Pond. That's my favorite place to get 3-star elk. But really, you know, elk's abundant. Odog says, I've only got it once. The vampire? It's a fun quest. Arthur needs to shoot these frying pans for David.
I know you piece of shit.
225 bucks. How'd we do that?
Taking you in. Please let me be. No, please.
we were walking by a Starbucks and we saw a DoorDasher, and it's so obvious. They come out. It's almost always a guy, a gentleman, and they have like the bag that is stapled shut in one hand and their phone in the other, and they're always in a rush. So I went to we waited. I was with the dog, so I could see what kind of car he had, Ford Fiesta, which I approve of. I wouldn't. If you're going to DoorDash or Uber, I think, well, maybe more with DoorDash, I think you need a practical car that you can put miles on that you don't care about if you're going to do this professionally. Ford Fiesta, Toyota Camry, Honda Civic, something you don't care about that you can rack up the miles on. Ryan Cummings just subscribed. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you. Happy Friday to you, friend. But then on our walk home, we saw another DoorDasher, and he was in a Bentley. A Bentley, and I can't even tell you, I don't know Bentleys well enough. I know the grill and I know the logo, but it's like, what are you doing? Unless that's your dad's car. And if that were my son were door dashing in the Bentley, I'd be like really, really upset. But I'd be happy that he has a job, I think. But I would just buy him a Honda Civic. So, if you're using DoorDash to make your payments on your Bentley, I just can't comprehend. But if you don't know the conversation I was having with you guys, it's like I've noticed a lot of DoorDashers and Uber Eats guys in really high-end cars. Nothing as high-end as a Bentley, but a lot of BMWs. Saw a guy in a new Mustang. A lot of Audis, and anyways, yeah, I was like, the Bentley, what's that about? Super annoying. Well, not annoying, I just didn't understand it. Papa One says, today was a good day on the farm. I sold 2 beautiful American quarter horses. They are being replaced with 2 more thoroughbreds. Then we trained those 2 quarter horses that will be in Civil War reenactments. Wow, that sounds fun. Their names are Glory and Dixie. They're fast learners, but they will be with us for at least 6 months. And Dead Hornet Gaming says, Super Antonio, thank you for your tip on save money through the Aberdeen Pig Farm. Yes, the First Bank of Aberdeen. Establish a savings account, perhaps in Chapter 6, as soon as you can. Ben says, the screen cuts to black so it's not risky, but I always do a cowboy build like level action sniper. Oh, for Red Lucy. Sniper 4570 revolver, and the shotgun is a really good in-game. It's worth doing her quest for both reasons. Also, you get to flirt with Red Lucy. I do have a soft spot now, or I would say a weakness for redheads. Mama One says that white Arabian hates gators or any kind of threat. She does indeed. She is a very high-strung diva, but she is arguably the most popular horse in the game. Sadie moved to her crate, which we have in front of the desk. Move that gator along. Besides, I like to shoot him in the tail. Ben says, I took Super Antonio's words to heart. I did an epilogue restart. I got 100% again. Now I have John and Rachel together, Also Buell, so he doesn't get left out. That sounds like you had a lot of fun, Benz. And I'm glad you're still playing this game, and I'm glad you're still getting a lot out of it. This game is it is a perfect game. You know, I never get tired of it, and I know you guys never get tired of it. And there's just so much to do, and there's so many different ways you can play it. Ben says he has discovered that he has the same weakness for redheads, that is. Yeah. I mean, it's popular. Mama once says, the farm dogs got their baths today. They were not happy, and it's time for their vaccines. Mama one, do you administer those yourself, or do you like take them in, or do you have someone come in? I'll tell you an odd story about a vet tech assistant that I know, who will do like home vaccines that are a little bit sketchy. You know, she offers them at a discount, and she might be acquiring the vaccines from a less than reputable source. But she told me, because I have utilized her services, because why not? She's cute. Not a redhead, but, you know, it's like, you know, we're friendly, I guess. And, but she told me, super irritating, that, in addition to, veterinary assistants, she said that she can take care of knife wounds and some, well, how did she say it? She's taken care of other injuries that I can't really talk about from shooty bangs. And she was just like, she just looked at me quite seriously, and you know, it's like, I'm not in that in that world, in that milieu. I'm not even like, I'm not, you know, I'm so far removed from that. You know, I just like hang out and play video games and, you know, walk the dog. You know, I don't, but obviously I guess it's good to know someone like that, but it has been a long time since I've even been close to that, you know, to that kind of world. So it just kind of didn't scare me, but it just startled me back into, like, there's a reality here that I've chosen to ignore, but walking around with blinders in the city. But yeah, so if we have some kind of injury that we don't want to go to the hospital for, that is relatively minor, she can shoot us up with antibiotics and patch us up. So I guess that's good to know. Mama One says, I'm working on the Legend of the East plus getting the Bronze Turkoman. Well done, Mama One. And Mama One says, I buy the 7-in-1 shots and buy rabies shots out of a catalog. Yeah, it occurred to me that I might be able to do that myself. And Mama One says, we can't risk our farm dogs getting rabies or the chance that they bite a human. Yeah, I agree. And Mama One says, I love Rachel, but she doesn't get the same love as my silver dappled pinto. I know, Biscuit. Ben says, knife wounds. Okay, I have to now heroically win a knife fight like Roadhouse. Yeah, I sort of felt like, when she told me that, I sort of felt like when the prisoner that you free offers you a robbery tip, and you say, why would you ask me that? Why would you think I'd be interested in that?
Hey, mister.
You know, but I think she says that to everyone. You know, it's like, she's, you know, she has a business, and, you know, and she relies on word of mouth.
You, Mister, excuse me.
A very good morning to you.
Miko says, "Did someone say cute vet technician? Sign me up." Yeah, I know. I mean, they're cute. They love dogs. They love animals. And she does illicit medical work on the side. Mama One says, "I used to work as a vet tech, and we specialized in horses. I can deliver babies by myself." Mama One, is there anything you can't do? She is Wonder Woman, that Mama One is. And someone was asking about the vampire. Well, we are now looking for the vampire. And the map. It's relatively easy, but of course, as always, I wonder about the beta players, like who discovered this, who figured this out. Because it doesn't tell you like to go to the center of the Pentagon. You just have to figure it out. Papa One says, "Mama One is our go-to horse doctor. We recently got a Mustang. His name is Danger. He's very underweight and a rescue. But he was branded with iron, and they let him get infected." Oh, sorry to hear that. Miko says, "Hello to O-Dog, Cloudy, Benz, Mama One, and Papa One."
Hello, mister.
Hey, partner.
The vampire leaves these clues all over town because he wants to be found. "I feed again, the blood of life." Ben says, "For some reason, I always get the silver dapple as Arthur and then get a silver dap in the epilogue, even though I don't write it since I have Buell. Girl for Arthur, boy for John, Guinevere, and Wendigo." And Papa One continues, "Treating him for infection, burns, and rain rot, a condition which horses get crusty skin and fur falls out. I never use a brand to burn horses or cattle. We use chips. My dad used to brand horses, but they were always really drugged up or under anesthesia."
Excuse me.
Mama One says hey to Miko, and so does Papa One. "Greetings, Miko. You were missed, and I'm glad you're back."
Not too rude.
There's a lot of cats in Saint Denis. What's that about? Regrettably, we are not allowed to pet them or feed them. You'd think with the current trend, at least in American cinema, of remaking movies, instead of thinking up something new, Rockstar might think about remaking this game in the sense of just taking these files and tweaking them and, upscaling them to 4K and adding more events and, making it so you can pet cats and dogs and feed them and opening up the Jade Dragon. There's so much they could do with this property that's already there. It's already theirs. It exists, but they're not going to do that. They are going to
More streetcar tracks going
they are going to and Ben's got muted. I think I can unmute him.
so
Papa says, "I think I messed up. I did mute Ben's. I'm very sorry. Sorry, Ben's."
hello, mister.
And Ben's doesn't worry about it. Yeah, Ben's is unmuted and says, "Don't sweat it, Papa. We all make mistakes." Cloudy says, "I almost gave Red Dead 2 a 10 out of 10, but they won't let you pet a cat." And Papa One apologizes.
Got caught in
He
these?
did not
Get
mean to
out.
be rude.
Get away from me, please.
Yeah, this game is a 10 out of 10.
Just let me get out of here, all right? Stay calm. I'm gonna get out of
You can throw dynamite at these boys. That's about all.
Hey, hey,
Or you can throw dynamite near them.
oh shit, this can't be real.
Like all bullies, they run away and call for the cops.
Oh god, please no!
You run real good.
Don't do this to me! Get the hell away from me!
Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Yeah, you dog.
David is here. Everybody say hi to David. David says, howdy, folks. Greetings, David. Happy Friday to you, friend. I hope you're feeling better. I hope your recovery is going well. Miss you, as always, and I'm glad you got to talk to Serena.
They're gonna be the end of me.
And Ben's is complaining about the saloon girls. Yeah, but you get bath ladies, Ben's. Pop One says this and the first Red Dead are the only video games I like. My son used to love Call of Duty Black Ops, and there were several Vietnam War missions. I didn't mind watching him play, but if he had it on
Hey there.
and I just heard it, I would have a flashback. Sorry to hear that, Papa One. Miko says hi to David and Chrissy. And Claudia says howdy, David. And David says, not feeling it today. I'm sorry, David, but it's the end of the week. You just take the weekend off and you get better, friend. Odok says, what up, Davy boy? How are you doing? Serena's here. Everybody say hi to Serena. Welcome, Serena. Appreciate you. I was just talking about you. And Serena says hi to everyone. David has star hearts emoticons for Serena. Serena, how are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better.
Howdy, sir.
Hey, fellas.
If you do want to see the vampire, you have to go here after midnight. Miko says, hey, Serena, belated happy birthday. Yes, everyone wish Serena a happy birthday. Serena says, hi, Mama One, and hi, Pop One. Come here. Talking to the dog. And Odog has Star Hearts emoticons for Serena. Here, Serena. Tell Serena happy birthday.
I know you're foul.
Sadie has a potent canine bait for you, but regrettably, she just ate it. 16 beers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. Sorry about that. Went down the wrong pipe. Serena says, I'm not feeling too good. It's my birthday. I'm sorry to hear that, Serena. I hope you feel better. Just take it easy. Mom once says, happy birthday, Serena. I wish I could make you a cake. And David says, there she is.
For your own sake, I walk
For
with the
Sadie.
undead.
Sadie girl. Say hi to David, too. Yeah, I would really like a slice of cake right now.
I have been called many names over the centuries.
I don't think there's
Now go, or I'll feed
a cake I
on you
wouldn't like.
too.
I think red velvet is overhyped.
Goddamn idiot.
But and I've never really seen the appeal of red velvet. I believe my favorite cake is pineapple upside down. Serena says, hi, Sadie, beautiful lady. Sadie says, you are a beautiful lady. And Papa One says, happy birthday, Serena. Mama says she would make you a cake, and I was willing to go hunt some kangaroo and make some kangaroo stew. Yeah, those little kangaroo bastards. Yeah, she has a bunch of them in her yard. When Serena's feeling better, she likes to box them as a workout. It's a good cardio and strength and reflex training. Boxing kangaroos. She'll also ride them. But that's when she gets better. Migo says, get well soon, David. And Ben says, petition to mail Serena a kangaroo stew dumped in a cardboard box. Mama One says, what are your thoughts on the chocolate roan Dutch warm blood? The most expensive horse and technically the best horse in chapter 2. It provided you don't get the you don't get that Andalusian up north. She says, I have been using the Seal Brown Dutch warm blood and I love him. If you get him in chapter 2 with the Hosea mission, Hosea will be quite pleased. Mom One says, can you take the vampire to the cops? I assume you could. You can pick him up. You can, you used to be able to, like, tie him up. Serena says, I really miss playing this game. I hope I can still play it. LOL. I'm sure you can. You just got to get better first. Miko says, I love the chocolate roan Dutch warm blood. Miko, the chocolate roan Dutch warm blood loves you. Bence is quoting Crocodile Dundee. Now, this is a knife. Serena does that all the time. Not quote Crocodile Dundee, but show everyone her knives. I know she doesn't, but I like pretending that she does. Serena says, miss Grand Theft Auto as well. Grand Theft Auto misses you, Serena. She's ready to go to bed. Sadie girl is. She had a long day. And that, my friends, is all I have for you tonight, regrettably. I appreciate everyone being here, especially Serena and David, who are not feeling 100%, but soon will be. On Sunday, for Sinister Sundays, we are going to have a discussion on Sean Combs, also known as Puff Diddy. He's in a lot of trouble. His empire is crumbling before our eyes. Papa One says, I meant to tell you, Super Antonio, the thoroughbred is doing great, and I am working slowly on your custom saddle, Super Antonio. I appreciate that. Papa One, take your time. I don't want you to go to any extra effort on my part. Miko says, thanks for the stream. Miko, thanks for you. And Papa One says, and we registered his name as Antonio. Well, I hope he's a good horse for you. Shout out to the mods, Serena and David and Papa One and Mama One and Miko and O-Dog. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here, friends. Like and subscribe. We'll return on Sunday for Sinister Sunday.